Once upon a time in ancient Athens, there lived a wise philosopher named Socrates. Despite his intelligence and reputation, Socrates humbly claimed, "The only thing I know is that I know nothing." This enigmatic statement intrigued the people of Athens, and they sought to understand its meaning. So, let us embark on a short story that elucidates the essence of Socrates' famous words. In a bustling marketplace, Socrates encountered a young and curious man named Timon. Timon was eager to gain wisdom and approached Socrates with a burning question. How can one become knowledgeable and wise? Socrates smiled and replied, "The journey to wisdom begins with embracing the awareness that one knows nothing." Let me share a tale that will shed light on this concept. Socrates began his story. Once, in a distant village, there lived a proud and arrogant king named Lysander. The king believed he possessed unmatched wisdom and knowledge, rendering him superior to all his subjects. His arrogance blinded him from seeking the truth and acquiring true wisdom. One day, a humble traveler arrived in the kingdom. The traveler possessed an aura of humility and wore a simple cloak, which piqued the king's interest. Lysander summoned the traveler to his grand palace, intending to challenge him and showcase his intellectual superiority. The traveler introduced himself as Silas, a seeker of truth. Lysander arrogantly asked Silas, "Tell me, traveler, who among my subjects possesses the greatest wisdom?" Silas smiled kindly and replied, "Your Majesty, I am but a traveler who seeks wisdom in every corner of the world. However, if you truly wish to find wisdom, you must first acknowledge that you know nothing." Lysander scoffed at Silas' response, dismissing it as nonsense. He insisted that he knew everything there was to know, and his pride blinded him from embracing the seeker's advice. But Silas was not deterred. Silas proposed a challenge to the king. He told Lysander that he possessed a magical artifact, a crystal of knowledge that contained all the wisdom in the world. However, the crystal could only be unlocked by someone who acknowledged their own ignorance. Intrigued by the prospect of possessing such vast wisdom, Lysander agreed to the challenge. Silas handed him the crystal, but no matter how hard the king tried, it remained locked. Days turned into weeks, and Lysander grew frustrated. His pride began to crumble as he realized his ignorance. Finally, in a moment of humility, he admitted, "The only thing I know is that I know nothing." As soon as the words left his lips, the crystal shimmered and unlocked. A brilliant light enveloped the king, and suddenly, he found himself immersed in a realm of knowledge and wisdom. Lysander was transformed into a humble and wise ruler, eager to learn and grow. Timon, the young man listening to Socrates' tale, was captivated. He grasped the underlying message Socrates had intended to convey. The pursuit of knowledge and wisdom begins with the admission of one's own ignorance. It is through acknowledging our limitations that we open ourselves to learning and true enlightenment. The short story serves as a reminder that true wisdom lies in the quest for knowledge, rather than the illusion of knowing everything. It emphasizes the importance of humility and self-reflection on the path to becoming wise.